good matchups this week. We got this good matchup last week where we got San Fran against Detroit, right? San Fran little bit beat up, a little bit of questions of Brock Purdy throwing the ball in the rain, and he looked a little sketchy. Me and Q was talking about that the other day. And then you have Detroit, Dan Campbell got them boys balling. They can run up the score on you at any time they want. So that's a really good matchup, man. If you had asked me 3 weeks ago, I'd have been like San Fran all day. Today, I'm not so sure. And then you got Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson balled out really in the second half last week because the first half the Texans was getting to him. I was like, second Lamar, that fucking pass rush was on him last week in the first. Q we was watching in my crib. You know what I'm saying? But the second half, Lamar became Lamar and said, nah, this is what I do. And he does Lamar doing Lamar things. And then you have against Kansas City, who I thought Josh and Sean McDermott and all them dudes. I thought they had him. You know what I'm saying? Another loss by Josh Allen and Sean McDermott to Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid and them dudes
again.
Man, a lot of bonehead calls. We can get into that for a little bit. A lot of fucking bad coaching and bad plays on the part of Buffalo and some stops and some missed field goals. Man, I can't really blame Josh Allen all the way, but those 4 matchups, man. Which matchups intrigue you the most? And let me get your thoughts and your predictions. Q, let's go. Baltimore, KC. What do you think?
I think Baltimore takes that. I think it's gonna be a good game, but I don't think the Chiefs are gonna have enough. They still have a couple of holes. I think Patrick Mahomes he's just squeezing on by the hair and his chin. You know what I mean? But the game that I want to see is the 49er Lion game because after I saw what the Green.
I'm frozen. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you frozen.
I don't know what's going on. Go ahead.
All right, I got you. I'll be right back.
But after what I saw Green Bay do to the 49ers, I don't know. I feel like Brock Purdy hasn't been the same player after he took that ass whipping from Lamar Jackson. But I really feel like the Lions can pull out the upset. But overall, the 49ers, in my eyes, is the best team overall. But if Brock Purdy's not playing like Brock Purdy did at the very beginning of the season, it's going to be a long day for those guys because the Lions are no slouches. They got defense. They got dudes who can score. So it's going to be very interesting to see. I think that's my game that I really want to see because I think the Lions could take it. But, we're going to have to see what type of 49ers team we see.
Yeah, and Debo, supposedly Debo's I'm hearing he's playing, and I'm hearing he's not, and I'm hearing he's 50-50. I can't see him not playing. But they got some ballers, man. You know what I'm saying? Jennings, Ayuk, Debo, he's got the shoulder problems. McCaffrey came back in the game, balled out, but they're a little bit banged up. Kittle. How could I forget Kittle? Absolutely. But they're, like I said, they're a little bit banged up. Forget about on defense, they get busy. But they're a little bit banged up, and I didn't see. I saw some chinks in the armor last week, man, especially with Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy was having an MVP type of year, until Lamar went and just took it from him, to be honest with you. But, yeah, listen, I wouldn't be surprised if the Lions win. Gun to my head, I got to go 49ers, though. You know what I'm saying? Gun to my head. I think Ed's having some issues. Let's see. We got him back?
Yeah.
Ed, there we go.
Oh, all right.
There we go.
Yeah.
Hey, you're gonna have to do some crafty editing on this one, all right?
I got you.
49ers, Lions. Q said he wouldn't be surprised if the Lions win, but I think we both said gun to our head, we'd probably bet the house on the 49ers, right?
Yeah, I was hearing y'all. I was just off. I was off trying to fix my issue here. But I listen. When it comes to the Chiefs and the Ravens, I got the Ravens too. I want the Ravens to go to the Super Bowl. I know Cash, you've been on Lamar Jackson. Me and Q, we've been right there with you. He's having a great season. I feel like I'm like Q said, the Chiefs are hanging by the edge in the chinny chin chin, I feel like their luck is over. That's it. They magic carpet ride
to get it done. That's the crazy shit about that.
They always do. They always find a way. That kid always finds a way. And even with no damn receiving core, because he has no damn receiving core, they trash that receiving core. Like
they got like Sheree Rice and like Rice is all right.
No household names though. Like no household names that like, oh yeah, but I haven't.
Pacheco.
Pacheco. He's like their leading rusher. He's nice.
He's nice. I think Kelsey too. If you're talking about receiver, he's pretty much a fucking receiver. He is a fucking receiver.
But Kelsey's been having like that. He's too much he's too much up the Swift skirt right now for him. He's not focused on football. He's got
that Taylor Swift effect.
You know what I mean? He's second in receiving touchdowns, but he's in love right now. So he knee deep in the pussy. So
Cole Hardman is
he's a space ghost. Kadarius Toney, no hands.
Fuck Kadarius Toney. We still
Kadarius Toney's trash. I'll be surprised if they bring it back next year.
He'll be a great player, man. He just I don't know. Anyway.
You know what I mean? So I feel like I got the Ravens on that one. I think that's it.
Let me ask you this: do you think Lamar? Who's more pressure on? Lamar, right? Because he has the big contract. Because he was hurt all these years. He said he couldn't win playoff games. He finally wins another playoff game as the second play. Even I don't believe all the bullshit. And do you think that he has to dispel all the running quarterbacks can't win and live up to the big contract? Do you think there's more pressure on him or more pressure on, let's say, like a Brock Purdy or just because he's Mr. Irrelevant and actually not even Brock Purdy. Let's say
Goff?
No,
Mahomes.
What's the coach's name?
Their coach? Harbaugh?
No, it's 49ers coach.
Kyle Shanahan?
Was more pressure on him or Kyle Shanahan because he keeps getting to the the championship game and not coming up successful.
I think they both have pressure because if you look at the Ravens, if you look at Lamar already got played. Didn't he win the Heisman, Lamar? He won the Heisman with Louisville? No, right?
No,
right? So, he had a great year in college. They played him. He was like the fourth. There's quarterbacks that shouldn't. He was in the same draft as Mahomes as Allen, but he's the third best quarterback in that draft. And they drafted Josh Rosen over him. I feel like he should have been drafted way over Josh Rosen. But I feel like there's pressure on him and this team because it's been this.
Yeah, Lamar did win the Heisman. Yeah,
I feel like he got disrespected ever since he's been in the league, and he's been balling out. So I feel like there's some pressure on him now that he's there knocking on the door to go in the Super Bowl. But when it comes to Kyle Shanahan and the 49ers, they have immense pressure because they have a bomb squad. They have CMC, you know what I mean? That he's MVP candidate. They have a crazy wide receiver and tight end core. Their defense has been top 5 all year. They have Mr. Relevant Brock Purdy, who's looking like, Joe Montana out there all over again.
Last week he didn't.
Last weekend, he only had 252 with a touchdown. You know what I mean? He had to come back.
In his hand, hiding the ball, looked sketchy, looked scared, in my opinion, right?
But I'm going to transition into this. Like, I feel like the 49ers, they better come ready against the Lions, man. They better come ready against the Lions. The Lions, they're a great team. Campbell coached that team very well this year. And like Q said, they have some beast on the fucking defensive side. Hutchinson, Hinish, and Jones, those guys are the sack leaders right now in the playoffs, man. They're like with 3 sacks each almost. So they better come ready. And Goff has Super Bowl experience. He lost badly to the Patriots that year, but he has great Super Bowl. He has what? He's thrown in the playoffs 564 yards, 3 touchdowns. Then you have the running back duo threat in Gibbs and Montgomery. You know what I mean? You got St. Brown, like they are coming into play. Like I picked Ravens and 49ers for a while now, but my heart is riding with the Detroit Lions. I'm getting choked up because my shit is. I'm riding with the Detroit Lions right now. I'm on the bandwagon, son.
Defense, though, man. Chase Young. How the fuck did Washington let Chase Young come? I still don't understand that shit. Hargrave, Bosa, they got that fucking.
No, Fred Warner.
Warner, yeah.
They got Chase Young and Bosa. Oh my god. But
they will get in your ass, boy. Like what I'm saying. Like that's just so.
That game is gonna be fun. I feel like that's the one. The game is gonna be fun.
I think if the 49ers lose, they're gonna be under the microscope.
Yeah, man. They
Oh,
got to.
100%.
They got a squad. They got a squad. Is that the Detroit Lions right now for me is such I'm a sucker for a feel-good story, for that underdog story. You know what I mean? These motherfuckers haven't been good since 1991, bro.
This ain't a one-off. They're here to stay. Like,
Yeah.
here to stay. Detroit
Yeah.
is, you know.
And you know what's crazy too? You know what's crazy? What I found, I didn't know Dan Campbell was on that 0-16 team, and now he becomes coach and gives them that. This is the 30 for 30, bro. This is 30 for 30. I
He's
see
a
it.
former Giant too, isn't he?
Was he? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, he was on the Giants.
Yeah,
What?
Yeah.
Holy shit! Look at that. Even with more power on him, the more winning now.
Fucking Lions haven't been good since Home Improvement days.
And yet they always on the fucking. They're always on Thanksgiving, even when they suck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right.
Is at, man? Is Barry at the games and shit, or?
Yeah, he be there now. Now that they more winning.
He
always goes back and shows love. He always goes back and show love.
Here's my prediction. I'm going Baltimore, but it's not a super confident pick because Andy Reid and Mahomes, man, the motherfuckers come up with ways to win, man. If they're hard to kill. But I'm gonna
always there.
That Baltimore defense is sick too. And I'm going 49ers, man. With or without Debo. I know it's a big hit, and I know he's that shoulder and everything, but yeah, I gotta go 49ers, man. I got defense, and I just think Kyle Shanahan is a really, really good fucking coach. Not to say that Dan Campbell isn't, you know what I'm saying. Jared Goff's probably a little bit better than Brock Purdy, but I think Brock Purdy will bounce back. So I'm saying Ravens and 49ers.
49ers
in the Super Bowl, man. And we'll get more in depth. We'll break it down. I think maybe if you got some time, maybe we hop on after the game and really break it down.